Testing for Maggie, testing. Okay, shall we get going? If you can't hear my voice, you may have to come in closer. I think that sometimes if you're back more than 30 meters, you can't, people can't hear. So I was just going to ask people if there's anyone here who is a music teacher and is either thinking of using Second Life as to augment their music program or is already doing so. Well, I'm not hearing anybody sharing education projects yet. Were there any questions arising from the video? It was so hard to cover everything. I kept on thinking of things that I wanted to throw in, but I couldn't go over an hour, so it was hard. Like I really wanted to show Christine's Ada Live performance, which I have as a video on my YouTube channel, but I just couldn't put another video clip in. It was just getting too long. By in-world instruments, you mean playing on the system sounds. We had the Avatar, what's it called, Avatar Orchestra Metaverse perform at Music Island twice at the old location. I don't know, sounds, are they still active? They are. What they do is they have wearable sculptures that have tones, musical tones embedded in the objects, and they play the objects. Yes, it's very hard to synchronize it. I don't want to again preempt my presentation next week, which is going to be on Lord of the Rings Online, but the only music that they have in Lotro is system sounds, and there's ensembles that play together and they have to rehearse, and usually the performances are a mixture of ABC music files plus live playing of by keyboard of system sounds. Bye, Eugenia. Thanks for coming. Yes, collaborations across distance is oftentimes what people ask me about first in real life. The difficulty with that is that, of course, the delays have to be synchronized. And oh, sounds, help me. What is the system that most people use for that? It actually there's a system that something jam. Yeah, Ninjam, that's right. And what it does is it actually increases the delay. That's how they solve that problem. So by increasing the delay, it puts everybody's signal back by about a bar, and so it gets synchronized. And then it comes into Second Life out of Ninjam. But you can imagine the difficulty of playing like that. You remember Jews used to play all the time with Willie Sparrow. They were in separate cities in the Netherlands, but they had played together in real life, so they kind of had a good collaborative relationship going already, and they used to play here every Thursday night. And I don't know what happened. I think Jews got fed up with all of us. Yes, yes, they did. Sounds. Yeah, yeah. I was talking to Willie the other day, but I haven't seen Jews for ages. Yes, I think that's true. Sometimes his expectations of Second Life were out of sync with the reality of small audiences. And I mean, that is something I kind of touched on in the presentation, that Linden Lab oftentimes raises these expectations in their media hype that musicians can use Second Life promotionally. And if they come with that expectation, they're probably going to be disappointed. If they come with the idea that they're going to experiment and network and have fun, then their expectations will be fully realized. But one time, Linden Lab invited a lot of venue owners and people from music to come to a meeting, and one of the first questions was, how much money are you making on your venue? And people just fell over laughing, because of course all of us were paying out of our pockets to keep venues going. And they never asked us back again because we didn't give them the answers that they wanted. Oh, that's great. Sounds it's another collaborative. I should say that if we haven't done this already, that Soundsmith is a resident musician here at Music Island. He presents his digital compositions every fourth week, except when his real life career makes a switcheroo necessary, and we accommodate that. Yes, I think, the great, was it 2011 or 2012 when the Linden Lab canceled the nonprofit discount, and all sorts of universities folded, and the world changed. I remember writing a piece that there was just going to be a spin-off effect. I mean, if you go on a road trip across a country and you visit one town that has a university and you visit another town that doesn't have a university, those towns are remarkably different, because the town with a university has more bookstores. It's just enriched by the community that exists in that university, and that is an asset to everyone in the community, not just the university. And that is the change that happened to Second Life. All the things that universities brought to SL were suddenly imperiled and changed, and I definitely thought that was going to happen. But one of the upsides, there was one very small upside to that change, which was that the people that had a passion for virtual reality stayed. And the people that were just trying to, I don't know, here for career reasons, you know, just trying to, you know, do something strategic or whatever, those people left. And so I think that the people that stayed are the best people. I actually have my little bit of you know, land that I get for being a premium account holder that I can, you know, my freebie land or whatever is right on the edges of Chilbo. What is it, Noru, something like that neighborhood? It's right. It's a sim once, yeah, one sim over, yeah. Yeah, I know. I I also have a place in Caledon because it's just so silly. I just have, you know. Yeah, I like to fly my balloon, but those damn flying octopuses get me every time. Well, you're a very quiet group. I'm not hearing any questions. Should we call it a wrap, or shall I give you a couple of minutes to think? Oh, sure. Well, the um, the way that it works is it's Ailthing is the presenter who does, we call it Let's Talk Classical Music once a month. And oh, I don't know Sounds. I don't know of anybody else besides Ale that's doing it right now. And Ailthing is UK Recording Society president. He really knows classical music and classical CDs. And we confer about a particular you know, theme. It can be you know, seasonally related, or it can be an exploration of a composer who has an anniversary, or you know, any number of you know, sparks, impetuses. And he then puts together a playlist and does extensive note cards, which people are apprised of. But as the music is playing, we keep the voice channel closed. People are listening to the music, and he is copying and pasting or typing into the chat channel his commentary as the music plays. And so when he says, coming up in a few bars you'll hear whatever, you're actually going to hear it like right then, as opposed to the usual music appreciation class where somebody speaks and then you listen in silence and you have to really struggle to remember 10 or so things that you're trying to listen to and you're not really sure. So it seems to be a superior way of doing that sort of guided listening. We call it guided listening. Does that answer your question? What group sends out notices to this? I send out notices on Music Island concerts. I can send you an invite to the group. I don't, it's not an open group because it's, when you leave your group open, you get all this spam. Okay, just sending invites here now. I have to invite Ariel, she's in the group. Okay, everybody should have got invites who needs one. If you click the little Facebook icon on the stage, it will take you to the Facebook page. Oh, and I also have, I should hand out some note card. I have a note card with the links from today. Oops. Did everyone get a note? Great, that's got a link to a couple of articles as well as the videos and the presentation for today. One of the articles is a Toronto Star music critic came in and visited with us a few years ago, and he wrote an article about SL Music, and the other one is one that Humanity Plus magazine asked me to write a piece back in 2012. Yes, the new, yeah, it's in the note card sounds. It's musicislandonline.com. Yeah. Great. Well, thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the SL 2016 MOOC. Oh, Sumoon, okay, let me see. I must have missed you. Hope to see everybody again at Music Island, and thank you for coming. Yeah, now I just have to get my presentation on Lotro in the can, eh, Maggie?
Great job, Kate.
Thanks, Ariel.